One question I get pretty frequently with disability cases is, are you required to go to what are called the consultative exams, when you have to be evaluated psychologically and then physically? Yes, you must go. It is necessary for your case. It is important to be as compliant as possible. Now, this doesn't mean they won't be getting medical records from your doctors. It just means they need to have their doctors evaluate you. And sometimes those evaluations are not going to help your case. Often they don't, because they've just got doctors who just aren't particularly adept at evaluating you. But sometimes they can be very helpful, and you can argue that because it's one of their neutral doctors, it's even more helpful because they're seeing the same things your doctor, who you've essentially been paying through insurance, sees. So that can be helpful. Sometimes they use social security criteria to evaluate you, so that can be helpful as well, just in terms of seeing what Social Security is using to make their decisions. Just because a doctor concludes you're not disabled doesn't mean you aren't disabled, and doesn't mean you ultimately won't prevail. I mean, most of the time these doctors' reports are going to conclude you're not disabled, and you have to go into a hearing. I mean, that's why you have to go to a hearing, because their doctors didn't conclude you were disabled, although sometimes there's a lot of favorable stuff in there, and sometimes they're not going to come to a conclusion of any kind. They can't make a legal conclusion. They just provide evidence, and it's evidence because it's their evaluation of what happens. But you definitely need to make sure you go to those appointments. Do whatever you can to get there, because they're vital to your case.